Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today's case I'm going to be talking to you about is the Luke Durbin case. So Luke was only age 19 at the time he disappeared. He went missing from Suffolk and he's been missing since the 12th of the 5th, 2006, and he was born on the 4th of the 12th, 1986. So he had vanished after a night out with his friends and he was reported missing by his mother on the afternoon of Saturday the 13th of May 2006. So Luke lived with his mother, which is called Nikki, and his sister Alicia in Hollis Street in Suffolk, both of them whom he shared a close relationship with. He was an avid guitarist as well. He then enrolled in a music technology course at the college in Colchester in Essex, although he dropped out after a year due to issues with the daily commute. Durbin then worked very periodical different jobs, and that was over the next year, until acquiring a job at the greengrocer in Aldeburgh a month and a half before his disappearance. Luke had been described as very easygoing and very affectionate also. And then he was bringing back groceries to cook for his mother and his sister. His family stated that his disappearance was very uncharacteristic, having always been very communicative about his whereabouts. Luke's friend Alex, a chef in London, had returned for the weekend to see his friends and family, prompting that Luke to take some time off work alongside another friend, Zach. Luke rode his new motorbike to Alex's place in Woodbridge, planning to spend the night at Alex's home. He left his motorbike as well as his wallet, his keys, phone, and change of clothes. Luke wore a black-grey long-sleeve collared shirt under a reversible plum-grey sweatshirt alongside faded denim jeans with a motif on the side thigh and brown suede shoes. After some drinks at the local pub, Luke, Alex and Zach then took a cab from Woodbridge to Ipswich to go clubbing at Zest nightclub. Although Alex took a taxi back shortly after having too much to drink, after some hours at the Zest club, Luke lost contact with Zach, and this was after the latter went to purchase drinks. Luke was reported at Ipswich train station, a 5-minute walk from Zest Club, at around 2 to 3 a.m. after being told no trains were running. Luke was then spotted on CCTV around 3:45 a.m. heading to the Hawk Express cabs. After leaving his wallet at Alex's place, the receptionist suggests that Luke was to call his mother for her bank card details, although he refused, stating that he didn't wish to wake her. Luke was then spotted on a CCTV walking across the zebra crossing on Dogs Head Street, headed towards the bus station at 4 a.m. This is the last positive sighting of Luke shortly after a silver or white Volvo 440 was caught on CCTV with the registration plate M206LYE, which was later discovered to be some false plates. The vehicle is of a primary interest to the investigators. The next day, Luke's family assumed that he had gone to work, although after contacting his friends and his works over his whereabouts, he was reported missing by his mother. A witness reported seeing an individual matched Luke's description walking near Foxhill Stadium in Ipswich on May the 12th, 7:30 to 8 a.m. This lead was investigated in mid to late 2011 but failed to produce any new evidence. And this was on the 13th of May 2006 between 11 a.m. and 2 p.m. Two witnesses reported seeing Luke in a dark blue Renault Megane being driven by a man near the Durbin Centre car park in Quayside, and this is in Woodbridge. Then, in late March 2007, a classmate of Luke's from Farlingay High School reported seeing him outside Aldwych Theatre in Drury Lane, which was in London. After a fatal shooting of a patron in December 2006, a police appeal to the Ipswich Borough led to a revocation of Zest nightclub's licence, leading to an immediate closure in January 2007. The council members' reputation was cited, and this was for attracting violent criminals and failing to ensure a safe environment as grounds for its closure. In March 2008, Luke's mother, alongside Valerie Nettles, mother of missing teen Damien Nettles, organised a march for the missing event. The event then intended to raise awareness over the scale of how many goes missing every year in the United Kingdom. In addition to appealing to the government to provide any financial support to the Missing People charity, in August 2011, a 29-year-old man and a 24-year-old woman were arrested for identity fraud after using Luke's details for making an online purchase in August 2007. The pair was questioned but was ultimately released. In June 2012, a 40-year-old man was arrested on suspicion of murder, with a 25-year-old arrested on suspicion of being concerned in the murder of Luke. Both were eventually bailed after questioning a search of their homes. The Lot to Do Theatre Company's December 2012 production, The Missing, reenacted Luke's story based on material from interviews with his family and friends. The production took place at the Etc. Theatre in Camden in London in March 2019 to mark the 25th anniversary of the Missing People charity artist Ben Moore. This curated the Unmissable exhibition at the Other Art of Fair, located at the Old Truman Brewery on Brick Lane in London. A group of artists commissioned 25 portraits of the missing over the years, with Luke's portrait painted by an artist, Rue Knox. In April 2020, a Channel 5 documentary explored Luke's drug dealing history and his ties then to the gangs in Brixton, which was in London. It is speculated Luke owed money to dealers within his network. According to the investigators, after Luke's shift concluded at a greengrocer, he went to finalise a drug deal in Woodbridge before meeting up with Alex and Zach on the night he disappeared. Suffolk police have described Luke's case to be one of the most baffling cases. Luke's mother has then voiced her criticism towards the initial police investigation, stating it wasn't taken seriously enough. It had led to grave mistakes and missing a crucial window in declaring it a murder investigation. Following a review in 2010, the Suffolk police relaunched Luke's case as a murder inquiry, referring to the case to their major investigations team, the MIT. It is said that it's not the first time that Luke has gone missing, because at age 18, he ran away to France for a couple of days, but crucially left a letter to say goodbye and ran home. So that is all the information I could find on this case online also. So what I'm going to be doing, which is alleged, is some tarot card readings and tea leaf reading cards to see what happened, who was involved, where is he, what is the final outcome, and then what is very specific in the area where he is located. Okay then, so let's do the tarot side of this case. So, what happened to Luke Durbin? Okay, number one. So he had been returning from his travels. I see that there was a lack of foresight and a lack of plans that he had, and he may have moved home. Someone had become very arrogant. There was a lot of recklessness, hyperactivity, being a daredevil, overly confident, loud, and becoming a show-off. The Fool. There was a sense of innocence, having a lot of freedom, traveling. There was carelessness, lacking any commitment, and involved in a new beginning. There was some fears and anxieties. There was some stress, feeling overwhelmed. There was needing some rest, being in some quietude and trying to recuperate. Okay, so there was a lack of balance to do with finances and in some certain areas of his life. There had been a regret, either refusing an offer or focusing on too many negatives or being very self-absorbed. I see that there was a bit of boredom and a little bit of depression. Okay, so there's a male that was very illogical, talked in a bad way, had bad manners, wasn't the bestest, wasn't a very good type of guy. There was some bad about him, something fishy about this guy. So I'm sensing that he may have been a little bit gullible, or he's seen as gullible. There was some impatience here. Okay. There was something to do with an assistance, or someone needed assistance or support, and possibly giving money out to people, giving possessions maybe. There was bad news, and I feel like this was to do with someone that was very irresponsible. Someone didn't have any common sense. There may have been an ex-partner involved, someone that was unrequited love here, that was a manipulator. There was a one-night stand and possibly cheating involvements. There was a travel here. There was a sense of belonging. Wherever you went, there was a sense of belonging, like you belonged there. There was the sense of either being torn between two relationships or had some divided loyalty. Something was making him feel like he had to sit on a fence about something. He had some difficult decisions to make. So either Luke or there was another male that was very motivated, passionate, honest, and friendly, or seemed that way. Okay, there was trust issues in a relationship. There was some conflict and a lack of accountability. There was an upheaval here. Someone couldn't control themselves. I feel like there was some type of disruption. There was decisions that needed to be made, and this was making someone feel very restless, didn't know whether to stay or go, but they suddenly left. It was sudden leave here. There was a lot of waiting as well though. A lot of waiting before they left. Someone abused their power. Someone may have had paternity issues, or could have been an absent father figure. Someone that had daddy issues here. Someone had a lack of control over a situation. There was hesitancy here. Missed opportunity. There may have been some confrontation with someone. I feel like there was a lot of taking control, being brave. There may be some persuasion that had involvements. Someone wanted to speak the truth, or tried finding out the truth of the situation regarding some communication. It could be very blunt. Okay, where is Luke Durbin? Okay, so wherever he is, things are improvements. There was an end to a hardship. Okay. There was some unrealistic expectations and sadness. There's a new beginning, possibly security, stability here. There was the sense of having a reality check. Could have been to do with sobriety, or to do with poor choices that was made. There's victory and triumph over a situation. There's a lot of fame, well-wishers, supporters. There was something to do with being lied to or lying, cheating, dangerous or risky behaviour. Someone may have masqueraded as a friend but actually is an enemy. There was bad business involvements. Someone didn't finish off what they wanted to start. Okay, someone was very disloyal and unstable. Someone was very defensive. They could have been a player. Maybe a female involved that had a lot of insecurity issues, very overbearing, could be a bit negligent. Okay, what is the final outcome to be for Luke Durbin's case? Okay, so there is to be unhappy families here. Things are going to be postponed, and I feel things are being cancelled. So there is to be shedding the old, letting go of people, letting go of any issues, possessions, just letting oneself go. There is to be some soul searching and reflection, and introspection here. So either Luke or someone else is going to be putting a lot of hard work into something. I feel like it is to be having a new job, or building a business, or going into some type of trade. And there is to be unexpected final financial windfall here. So there may be a money agreement coming in. Maybe something to do with a will or inheritance. Okay. The next question I asked with the different deck of cards was, what is very specific in the area where Luke Durbin is located? So we had fire, flag, heart shape, a house, fan, ferns, and the letter F for where he is in the area name. So it's the area name that has a letter F for significance. Okay then everyone, so that is the case of Luke Durbin, and until next time, take care, and I see you in the next one. Bye bye.